All right, hey everyone. My name's Akil Basani. This is my quick walkthrough of the code mod project I worked on for Head Starter using Codegen. So, what is this project about? Basically, Codegen is building this really cool dev tool, like a smart software engineer agent that lives on platforms like Slack, GitHub, and Linear, and they're backed by Thrive Capital, which also invested in OpenAI. So it's kind of a big deal. Their Python library is meant to help automate large-scale code edits. Things like cleaning up bad patterns or upgrading old code, like through something called code mods. So that's basically what I did. So for this project, we were supposed to pick a deterministic change, something that's predictable and safe, find a real open source repo repository, write a code mod that makes the change, and then open a pull request to submit those edits. So what did I do? So basically, I decided to work in Python, and I picked a simple but realistic change, which was replacing all print statements with logging info. This is something a lot of teams actually do in real life when they're cleaning up code to follow best practices. So I forked the Python tutorial repository on GitHub and cloned it using GitHub Desktop. Then I made a code mod script in Python. What it actually does is walk through every Python file in the repo, look for print statements, and then it replaces them with logging info, and then it adds import logging at the top if it's not there, if it's missing. So what worked essentially, the script runs and scans the files, and I got it to detect the right files. It even printed out which files were getting modified. But where I got stuck was actually getting the script to consistently rewrite the contents of the files. Like I'd see that it said modified, but when I reopened the file, like the change didn't always show up. So I think there was either a write issue or maybe VS Code was catching the file. I don't know. But so I know the logic is there and the code mod actually makes sense. I just couldn't fully verify every change visually, which I would have liked to. So even with that, I pushed the code mod script to my forked repository and opened a pull request. It shows my approach and it hits all the requirements. I mean, it picks a change, applies it across files, and submits the work. Um, so yeah, I learned a lot about code mods and how you can automate refactoring. And honestly, even just going through debugging debugging this taught me more than if it worked perfectly the first time. So I learned a lot through this, and it was pretty challenging for me. I'm not gonna lie. Next time, I'd probably test on smaller files first, or maybe like add more logging. But yeah, it was cool. And I'll probably meet with my mentor or anyone who can help in the Head Starter program to see if I can get this right and finish my project fully. But for now, this is kind of all I have. Um, and so, yeah, anyways, that's my project. So thanks for watching.